You have any thoughts on dessert?
What is up, Chocolatiers? Reacher has ended for its season 3. Now, Reacher is the Alan Richardson show based on the book series Jack Reacher, if you didn't know that, but I'm sure you do because it's a very popular show. And so this season, he is undercover, trying to get revenge for a woman in his past that died. And basically, long story short, he kills the guy and shoots him in the head. He falls in some water. The guy who did it. But somehow the guy survived, and he's got amnesia, forgetting who he is. So Jack Reacher's undercover, trying to get into his operation so he can kill him once and for all. And I'm gonna say it after the finale. This is my favorite season of Jack Reacher. I would probably say that as far as in order, it's probably 3, 1, and 2. Mainly because I love the group aspect of last season, and for the most part, I was agreeing that last season was probably my favorite season. I liked it better than 1 until the last 2 episodes. I did not love the way they wrapped up that story. I thought it was kind of quick. And I'm also one of those guys that it's kind of like, oh man, we should have like, a cool final fight or something like that or whatever. And I kind of hate that it's like, oh, okay, we found a guy, let's just shoot him up. And like, it's cool, it's realistic, but in this season, you get Polly, the infamous guy who showed up in the Jack Reacher book, the one that this one's based on, that is bigger and stronger than Jack Reacher. And so when you finally get that in this show, and you finally get a character that can put him in his place, it has some great tension because he's not the villain; he's like working for the villain. But it was nice when you see the final fight, for example, with them. And Jack Reacher's not just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna like grab you and beat your ass real quick like he does everybody else. No, he's actually having to fight for this shit, and he's getting his ass whooped. And so I love that. I loved all the character stuff. I wasn't a fan of the new cops that they gave him this season because they always want to give you something. So like in the first season, I think that's my favorite group he's worked with in the first season. Second season, like I said, was close. I really liked the old squad that he was getting. I like that storyline a lot. But in this one, it was something about having Reacher kind of in this small town, but not even just a regular small town, but just having like, I don't know, it kind of felt like this cozy vibe, almost like a Hallmark Channel, except, Jack Reacher's in town. Like, for example, one of the character's sons, which is how he kind of gets integrated into this, following or whatever, this criminal organization, he ends up meeting this boy, and I liked how he didn't fully take him under his wing because Jack Reacher, so, he's kind of like a dick most of the time. But the fact that he kind of, like, respected him, and he kind of, taught him some things along the line. And I liked whenever they went into the town and did stuff, and it felt more lived in, if that makes sense. And overall, I fucking love this season, man. Like I have nothing but positive things to say. I guess, like I said, outside of the new cops they give him a character named Duffy. And every single season, just like with James Bond, he has to sleep with a woman. And this is the woman that they're trying to get him to sleep with. And, she's fine. She's cool. I don't know if it's the Boston accent or I don't know what, but she wasn't doing it for me. A lot of her character I feel like was cool because she's trying to like right a wrong in her past, and she's trying to get one of her informant backs that got kidnapped because she's getting sold into like all kinds of crazy shit. But at the same time, there's so many things that she does with Jack Reacher, especially towards the end of the season, where Reacher was not only pissed, but I was pissed off. And I feel like just that whole squad of cops, like the older man that she's with, the one young dude, they were just kind of not dumb, but well, the younger dude was, but they're just kind of like annoying. They were just kind of there. They would do so much dumb shit, and I'm just sitting there thinking, how have they not got caught? There are some crazy things that you have to hold back on and remember this is Jack Reacher. Like, at one point he kills a guy and stuffs him in a desk, and I don't know how they didn't get caught. I don't know how he didn't get caught. There's multiple times where he leaves the house that he's supposed to be in. He's supposed to be like a bodyguard, and he just like swims this vast fucking ocean, and you're like, okay, he would have drowned. But even if he didn't drown, it's like, okay, what if somebody had checked on him? Like, he didn't have anything in his room telling him, okay, they're almost here. Like, he just timed it right every time, and nobody came and checked on him. Like, there was so many times a night where they'd come and get him like at 2 a.m, and like he would just, oh man, I just made it back in time. And so you got to suspend your disbelief, okay? But outside of that, this is a fucking amazing show. I gave the first season a 10 out of 10. I gave the second season a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give this one a 9.5. I'm just playing. It's playing. 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a masterclass of TV. It's exactly what you want in a hero character. Just cool, badass, cold, getting right to the point. Just his secondary character comes into play all the time. I always forget her name, but the black girl, she's badass to see all the time. And it's just nice to see badass characters doing badass shit. Nobody's over here, complaining or bitching or moaning. Like, it's just, we got a job to do, and this is the season, and it's just awesome. Love that Prime gives us 3 episodes at the start, especially to get you into the show. And 8-episode season. It ends up working. It ends quick. Ends efficient enough. Doesn't overstay its welcome. And I am ready for season 4. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this season. And let me know your ranking order. How would you rank the Reacher seasons? And what are you hoping to see in Reacher season 4? Have you read any of the books? I own the first book. Haven't read it though. And what would you like to see going forward in the next season? Some complaints, some concerns, some things that you want to see them carry on maybe from this season. And with that, please like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Sorry, hand slipped.
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.